I used to give a talk in Polish, but this time let me do it in English. So some people who speak English and don't speak Polish could have a little view on what I have to share. Let me focus on one koan. It is from a book of John Didolori, and name of the book is True Dharma I. It's 300 koans of Dogen Zenji, the founder of Soto School. And now Soto School is not using koans anymore. But Dogen did it with his students. He actually received transmission in Rinzai lineage, but he was not satisfied, at least with his teacher. So he went to China and studied with Juqing, and his opening was with Juqing. But coming back, he still used koans. It's koan number 216, and it's Lin Chi's koan. So from Rinzai tradition, and Dogen used it. Lin Chi's, have you sold it all? Main case, Lin Chi asked the monastery director, where did you come from? The director said, I was selling rice all over the region. Lin Chi said, did you sell it all? The director said, yes, I did. Lin Chi drew a line with a staff. I don't have a staff with me here. And said, have you sold this? The director shouted. Lin Chi hit him. Then the head cook of the monastery came to see Lin Chi, who told him the story. The head cook said, the director did not understand you. Lin Chi said, what about you? The head cook bowed. Lin Chi hit him. What do we have here? We have Master Lin Chi and somebody who is practicing a long time and being pretty firm in his practice. And Lin Chi is using the situation and asking him. And we can see this question from two perspectives. It's all about rice and selling rice and all over the country and so on. But we can see it also. How is it about your enlightenment? Are you awakened? Yes, I've been selling rice all over the country. My awakening is wide and open. 10,000 things raise, and this disappeared. All is fine with me. And Lin Chi asks him, did you sell all the rice, all your rice? And he answers, yes, I did. Yes, I'm pretty sure. It's clean. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm awakened. And Lin Chi is drawing the line with a stick. Did you sell this? Did you sell this? And the monk, the director, shouted. And another head cook, he made a bow. Shout in Rinzai tradition is the answer for at least few koans. And the bow is also, could be the answer for at least few koans. Both answers are fine for some koans. Why Linchi hit them both? What is he saying? What is he transmitting to them? What he's asking for? Is he asking for copying? For let's take a look for another koan, which is close here. Good day. Good day. Whenever he was asked, he raised for the Dharma, for the teaching. He raised his finger, and once he left the monastery, and the boy attendant who assisted him probably for some time, and witnessing his answer, it's very simple. Why can't I do this? It's easy. Probably he saw it like this, and when two lay people came and asked for the teaching, and Gudai was not present, a boy took his place, and what he did as the answer, Gudai so easily can do it, why can't I? He raised his finger. When Gudai came back and heard about it, he called the boy. Yeah, come. I've heard you raised your finger when you were asked about the teaching. Yes, I did. So what's my teaching? And the boy raised his finger. Gudai grabbed the finger and cut off with his knife. And the boy, ah! He shouted, started to run away, holding his hand. And Gudai called him, hey! He turned back. So, what is the teaching? The boy tried to raise his finger, and he realized he doesn't have it. What does it mean he doesn't have it? Do we have the answer? Personal and deep and more meaningful, or we just imitate and give the answers for the koans from the head, or we are living it here and now. Dayan Roshi, teacher of Tangan Roshi, when he gave a talk, he was once, and I think it's in three pillars of Zen, somehow, somewhere written, or he just said it to Tangan Roshi. Many of present teachers, they say that they are on a 10th ox stage. I'm pretty sure most of you heard about the 10 levels of ox, 10 pictures of ox. There are different names of this. Many artists did drawings or paintings, ink paintings on this, and it's about ripeness of awakening. And so Dayan Roshi mentioned that most of the people say that they're on the 10th, the highest level, and the level is on the market. The step before, it's a black dark circle or empty circle, and the step before is sitting on the whatever, and there's no ox anymore, and I don't know English name for this, to hold the ox, the staff, like the yoke, or that's probably a different English name for this. It's useless. And the step before is riding an ox home. And then previous is fighting and raising an ox. So the ox doesn't run wherever it wants, but it's following the will of rider. And the step before is seeing the traces. No, it's seeing the ox. Seeing the ox. And the step before is seeing the traces of ox. I don't know if I said all 10 pictures, but seeing the traces of an ox. And I believe that's what Dayan Roshi said, that many teachers, how he sees it, are on the level of seeing the traces of the ox and saying that they are on 10th level on the market, selling the Dharma. And what I want to say, if we have harsh, difficult experiences, even traumatic, I would say, it gives a different perspective to our rightness, to our so-called awakening. And how I see it, and it's not showing off. And to this mind, the beginning mind, is so important to see this very moment as the only moment, and the start, the beginning of being, and it's constantly beginning. And it's so hard to judge our own practice, even if we have a good teacher, and the teacher accepts our openness, then the life is also a judge, and it's a strong judge. How much the trauma can throw us down on the floor, and how can we raise from this? How can we continue just being, and being open and not closing our heart, and doing our work and seeing the sense of doing it, and not getting stuck with so-called awakening, and then it's finished. And of course the koans, if we give answers to koans and we copy it, that's incredibly shallow. If deeply we don't see that it's present for us, then no matter how smart we are and how many koans we do, it doesn't do the work, and it doesn't change our life. It doesn't change our perspective. If we still stuck me, and this is the only perspective, but we can do koans with this perspective. I know many people who are smart enough for years and passing many koans and not changing this perspective. But life, sooner or later, is giving the teaching. So it is warning for myself too, and for anybody who is listening to this talk, to be really honest with yourself, and not to fool yourself, so we don't fool ourselves. And because sometimes it's easier to fool people, but on a deep level we cannot really fool ourselves. I leave this question mark as the end for this talk. I'm not even sure if I posted